Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food Family. I am getting ready to start my dinner, but I want to show you how I make my broccoli casserole. This is a dish that I'm going to have on my holiday table for Christmas, and I want to show you how I make it. I think you'll enjoy it, and it's easy and it's so delicious. But I've got some butter melting in this skillet. In fact, I had to just turn it way down. But first, I want to show you something I got in the mail. Looky here. Aren't they adorable? Mr. and Mrs. Chef Gnome. Linda with Easy Cooking with Linda B. She knows how much I love gnomes, and she sent these to me, and they are so precious. And I have a special place on my shelf there by my stove that they're sitting on. In fact, Stephanie came in yesterday and we were going over some things so we can prepare for you for the month of December. And she says, wait a minute, where are the gnomes? I said, they're right up there. She said, okay, I want to make sure. I was afraid you had put them away. No, I would never do that. So I want to put them back. This is their little spot. And they watch over us while we cook. How about that? So let's get started on our broccoli casserole. So I've got 2 tablespoons of butter that has just melted, and I'm going to put 1/3 cup of onion in this skillet. And y'all forgive me, this recipe is fairly new to me, so I'm still having to refer back to my recipe. So we want to saute these onions for just a minute. I have in this bowl broccoli, and the recipe calls 6 to 8 cups of broccoli florets. I've got just right at 6 cups, and I broke it up, cut it up into florets, and they're not too small, too large, but I don't want them too small either, because I want to see that it's actually broccoli in there, and I want anybody that comes in that's going to try this casserole to know that it's broccoli. So we're going to get these sauteed, and it will not take but just a minute, y'all. Onions and butter. Oh, it smells so good already. And I'm sure you can't see down in this skillet, but we're going to cook this broccoli for just a very few minutes, because all we want is to get it a bright green and like a crisp tender, if that makes any sense to you. We don't want it cooked all the way down to mush. We've got some more cooking to do once we put it in our casserole dish. Now I have my oven preheated to 400, and I have a 9x13 casserole dish that I've sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. So it's ready and waiting on us. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop in our broccoli. And we're just going to stir that around with these onions, get it coated with that butter. Okay, but while that's going, I'm not even going to wash this out. We're going to reuse this bowl. And I'm going to, I've got 1 can, if I can get it open, a 10.5 ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. There's nothing wrong with using canned soups. We have a lot to do this time of year. If you want to make your own, that's great. I have showed you before how I've made cream of chicken. It's very simple and easy to do. So we're going to stir together our soup. I have 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. You know it can't be bad. We're starting out with butter and mayonnaise. Then I'm gonna add 1 egg. And we're gonna stir that up so we can get that egg slightly beaten. Let's stir this around. I don't want it to fry in that butter. I just want it to saute just for a couple of minutes, and it's looking so pretty. Okay, so let's get this stirred around. There we go. And I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Now, you know the soup is salty, and we're gonna be using cheese. We're gonna have cheese in it. So you don't want a whole lot of salt. The recipe calls for a teaspoon of salt. I think I'm gonna cut back on that a little bit. So I'm gonna use about that much, and then it calls for half a teaspoon of black pepper. It can't hurt. That just makes it good. Okay, so let's stir this up. Now, we need 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. You can shred your own if you want to. Y'all know I use this pre-shredded a lot. It's just convenient. Sometimes it's a time saver. A big time saver for me. So let's just stir this all together. So I want to make sure on my recipe I've got everything. Soup, mayonnaise, egg, salt, pepper. Yes. Okay, so let's check this broccoli. Oh, if y'all could, I think I can hold this up for you. You can see how pretty that's coming along. Can you see how pretty green that is? Oh boy. So I'm gonna get my casserole dish. So I've already got it here waiting on me. Now give me a minute, and I'm gonna let this broccoli cook for just another minute, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish putting this together, okay? Okay, it's just been cooking for another couple of minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this up. And I'm just gonna add this broccoli right into this bowl with the mushroom soup and the cheese and all that goodness. I saved me out a piece of broccoli. Y'all love broccoli. Oh, that's so good. Can y'all hear it? Okay. So I'm just going to stir this up real good. And that's all there is to it. Well, for this part, looky there. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to empty it over. Just dump it right in this 9 by 13. Now, you could probably put it in a smaller casserole dish. It would just take a little bit longer to bake. And but I don't see why you couldn't bake it in like a 8 by 8. You know, something like that. So let's move that. Now, let's set this right here for this second. In this bowl, I have like 1 3/4 cups of crushed buttery crackers. It's just under 2 cups. So I have also 3 tablespoons of butter that I've melted. Y'all knew there was going to be more butter, didn't you? And what we're going to do is just combine that. We just want to get those crackers moist, and that's it. That's all that goes in here. And then we're going to sprinkle it right on top of this broccoli. Looky there. Look in there. See? Now, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to bake it for 20 to 30 minutes until the crackers are really golden and it gets a little bit bubbly. So I'm going to get this baking, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Y'all have taken this out of the oven. Looky here. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to try it. I know it's going to be hot, but I've got to try just a little bit. Then I've got to get my dinner going. This is part of dinner, though. We're just going to get a little scoop. Now, can you see in there? See that broccoli, the crackers, cheese has melted, and that soup, oh, it's steaming. Y'all, this is going to be so good. That cheese, oh, I just got some gooey cheese right there. I can't wait to try this. I know it's going to be good, y'all. I'm excited for Christmas, and I know it's still just under a month away, but I'm ready for it. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and I love decorating for Christmas. I love buying gifts for my children and my family, and I love all the holiday cooking that comes along with it, prepping for that day's meals and all the desserts and such, cookies leading up to it. I just love every bit of it. It's fun for me. Never ceases to amaze me how delicious this dish is. I love broccoli. There's enough bite left to that broccoli that it's not mushy, and it's just crispy enough, but yet it's tender to eat. And that cheese that's in there and all those buttery crackers, that gives it the crunch. Ooh, I hope y'all make this. And if you do, please let me know what you think about it. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you joining me in my kitchen today, and I look forward to our time together. Please like, share, subscribe to our videos. That's what keeps it going. And listen, check out my website, KarenJonesFoodandFamily.com, and you can also order the cookbook on there. I certainly hope you'll think about it. See you soon, everybody. Bye.